Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Kieran here from Gunners Fan TV, and today we're going to be looking at North London Derby preview. And oh my god, I am so excited for this game, as well as being incredibly nervous. It's going to be one of the biggest North London derbies in a long time. Arsenal sitting top of the table, Spurs in a bit of turmoil at the moment, looking to try and restart their season. It can't get any bigger than this. This is why the North London Derby is one of the biggest derbies in this country, if not the biggest. In my opinion it is, but obviously everyone has their own opinion. Today we're going to be looking at some lineups, we're going to be looking at some talking points. We've got a few quotes from Antonio Conte regarding whether he's feeling happy at the club, some news from about Saka, and we've also going to look at some other talking points of the game. But to start off, we've got a starting lineup. We've got Ramsdale in goal, we've got right back Ben White, Saliba next to him, Gabriel, and then obviously I think Zinchenko's going to start. And then in midfield, we got Captain Fantastic and Odegaard, been absolutely sublime this season. Obviously we got Xhaka, who's obviously been great at the start of the season. Tailed off a little bit over the last couple of games, but I think he's due to come back, and he likes an important goal sometimes, so hopefully there's that. And then obviously we've got Thomas Partey in the midfield, who's been bossing it recently. Hopefully he stays injury free, doesn't pick up any injuries until the end of the season. Then obviously we got up front, we got Martinelli, we got Saka, hopefully, according to Arteta, he thinks he's going to be fine for the game. And then we got Nketiah up front as well, and hopefully he can score a couple of goals, because we need him to step up. This is a big game for him, and he needs to prove a lot of these people wrong. He scored a brace against Oxford last game, which was really good. I was watching the match, and his take round the keeper was sublime. So I'm really hoping he steps up for his sake. He's had a big contract, big number, and he's got big boots to fill. So hopefully he starts performing. And then for the predicted lineup for Spurs, they're going to have Lloris in goal. They're going to have a back three of Romero, Dyer, and Longley. And then they're also going to have, on wing backs, they're going to have Perisic and Doherty. And then in midfield, they're going to have a duo of Basuma and Højbjerg, as Bentancur's supposedly going to miss this game. Hopefully he does. He's quite a decent player, and I don't really like watching him play against us. And then up front, Kulusevski's in doubt, but he's back in training, so whether he's going to start the game or not is a different story. But potentially Kulusevski up front, Harry Kane and Son. In this game we got some madness that could happen, which I don't want to see happen. Okay, Harry Kane is 2 goals away from being an all-time top goal scorer at Spurs. Well, matching it anyway with 264 at the moment, and then he could go to tie with Terry Sheringham on 266. But we cannot let this happen. Okay, if this guy becomes the all-time goal scorer for Spurs playing against Arsenal, we are not going to hear the end of it. Okay, it's just going to be some more bullshit from Spurs fans, how he's a massive legend and all this bullshit. Okay, he is for your club, but he's not one fuck all. So at the end of the day, how can he really be a legend if he's got no trophies to his name? But anyway, that's besides the point. We also got some more talking points. The Arsenal sitting first at the time of recording with 44 points. We've scored 40 goals, we've conceded 14, and we have a goal difference of 26. And Spurs are currently sitting 5th, but they have 33 points and scored 37 goals and conceded 25 goals against, and they also have a 12 goal difference. Now, it sounds pretty good on paper, but the big worrying stat is that Spurs have scored 73% of their goals in the second half of the games this season, with 27 of their goals out of 37 being in the second half. Now, Arsenal are sitting only behind Newcastle with goals conceded in the second half, with our 10 out of our 14 goals being conceded, and it's a worrying stat. Okay, if we could seem to concede more goals in the second half than we do at the start, and against a team that scored the most goals in the second half this season, looking kind of worrying. Now, obviously, I said before, I'm very excited for the game. I'm also very worried. We don't particularly do well at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Over the last 8 games there, they've won 6 and we've drawn twice. So it's not looking promising. Obviously, Harry Kane, he scored 14 goals in North London derbies. 14. Granted, 7 of those have been from the penalty spot, but I do not want to see him get to 16. Okay, this cannot happen. All right, he's literally almost a summer away from leaving Spurs. Let him just not score any more goals against Arsenal, and then let him just go off to somewhere else. Then I don't care how many goals he scores against us, because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, as long as it's not for Spurs, I don't give a shit. Right, we've got some more talking points as well. Obviously, at the moment, if Spurs win and Man United lose, they could potentially go 4th. Obviously, they got Newcastle, well, they could go 3rd, but then they also got Newcastle to worry about. Beat Fulham, then they could obviously go ahead of them again, so they could be back in 4th place. Since the start of last season, no player has been involved in more goals in the North London derbies than Bukayo Saka, who's sitting with 4 goals and 7 assists. This guy is instrumental in the big games for us. We need him to step up. He has to go to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and tear it down. We have to see a big performance from him. Okay, he might be young, but he's one of our best players. He's one of our most influential players, and he has to step up. The last 8 home games for Tottenham Hotspurs, Harry Kane has scored 9 goals and only failing in 1 game to score since 2020. July 2020 is the last time we didn't score against Arsenal at home. So it's going to be a worrying game, and we have to step up. We have to do business. If we can't beat Tottenham at their stadium, we have no business talking about being in a title race. Okay, the big boys do it. Man City go to their stadium. Okay, Tottenham's a bit of a bogey team for Man City, but they go to their rivals, get points. Okay, we have to do it. If we want to be the big dogs, then we have to go there and we have to put a performance in. There can't be none of this shit last season. We go there with a tail between our legs and get slapped around. I'm not willing to watch that shit. I don't want to see it. Spurs have won 13 penalties against us, and Harry Kane has scored 7 of those, which is a really annoying stat, and I don't want to see any more penalties given away. So Gabriel, Saliba, Partey, even Odegaard's occasionally give away penalties. Ben White and Zinchenko, you have to put in a shift. There can't be any mistakes. Go there, play our game, compact at the back, and let's walk away from this Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with 3 points. Obviously, Arsenal haven't done a double over Spurs since 13-14. We have to make it this season. Okay, put them back in their place. Okay, forever in Arsenal shadow. Now, a little worrying stat here is Tottenham are unbeaten in the last 8 games against Arsenal at home with 6 wins and 2 draws. But every season we have a chance to correct that. So this is the time, this is the place, and let's do it. Okay, I'm going to go for my prediction now. My prediction for the game is going to be a close one. We're going to have, obviously, a real tight fight on our hands. Tottenham always turn up against us. It's the North London derby. Form goes out the window. Doesn't matter if we're flying or they're flying. Every time we play each other, it's a sticky situation. So I'm going to predict a 2-1. My heart's telling me 3-1. I think obviously their score, although we've been really good at keeping clean sheets away from home, this is the North London derby. Okay, records go out the window. So the only record that really matters in these games is that the home team usually wins. But we need to break that record today. We need to break the pattern. Okay, this is a new season. We're high and flying. We have to prove that. Go there, turn up, walk away with 3 points. It's imperative. We have to do it. Anyway, that's it from me now. I'm going to be doing a live stream with a game. I'll do a preview afterwards. Hopefully I'm happy and excited. If not, you're going to see a very angry me. Anyway, this is Gunners Fan TV. Peace, God bless, goodbye.